Namo Buddhaya. Let us start on Buddhanussati, meditation recollecting the qualities of the Buddha. Let us start by Vandana. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa. Let us start to reflect upon the qualities of the Buddha. Start like this. Iti piso bhagava arham samma sambuddho vijjacharana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarathi satta deva manussanam buddho bhagava iti. Another time. Iti piso bhagava arham samma sambuddho vijjacharana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarathi satta deva manussanam buddho bhagava iti. Iti piso bhagava arham samma sambuddho vijjacharana sampanno sugato lokavidu anuttaro purisa dhamma sarathi satta deva manussanam buddho bhagava iti. Let's now reflect on each one of these qualities. Iti so because of he, the Buddha. Bhagava is from three words, bha, ga and va. Bha represents the becoming or bhava. G represents the relationships, and V represents the type of beings in all the realms of existence and in all the world cycles. So the meaning of Bhagava is one who has complete knowledge of arising and passing away of all the beings in all the realms of existence, and he knows the entire relationship in terms of how the beings come into this existence and how they go to another existence based upon their deeds and the habit patterns they have developed. Let's reflect upon the Bhagava. Araham, it is two words, Ari and Ham or Han, also called as Arhat, Ari plus Hat. Ari means enemies and Ham means one who has cut the enemies. The enemies are basically all the asavas, fermentations, tanha, craving, ditti, views, mana, vanity, isa, jealousy, and other things associated with it, which also basically means one who has completely removed raga, sensual lust, dvesha, hatredness, anger, agitation, irritation, and related to that, moha is the delusion of I, delusion of mine, delusion of myself, delusion of the world. It has been removed. Reflect upon this quality. Samma Sambuddho consists of three words, Samma plus Sam plus Buddha. Samma stands for not going to two extremes. One extreme is Kama Sukhalukanu Yogo. Another extreme is Kila Matanu Yogo. Kama Sukha means finding pleasure, comfort, happiness, joy in sensual, lustful feelings. Kila matanu yogo means depriving, making the mind so worse. So one way is complete enjoyment, another way is complete deprivement. It doesn't mean that taking some enjoyment from karma and something from deprivement. It means that one who has completely understood the middle path, one who has made his mind centered, not associated with sukha and not associated with dukkha. Sensuality creates sukha feeling but ends up in dukkha. The deprivement brings in dukkha and ends up in dukkha. So one who has perfectly understood, mastered, developed the middle path is samma. Sam representing raga, dvesha, moha association, one who has removed it. And buddha is from root word buddh, which means one who has penetrated into the Four Noble Truths, suffering, the cause of suffering, relief from the suffering, and a step taken to come out of suffering. Also it means one who has penetrated into the dependent origination, paticca samutpada. So it is called as bodhi, one who has penetrated into this Four Noble Truths and paticca samutpada, which is dependent origination. Reflect upon that. Now we come to the next one. Vijja charana sampanno. From three words, Vijja plus charana plus sampanno. Vijja means knowledge, wisdom, created knowledge, which means understanding the ultimate realities. There are four ultimate realities: Rupa, form; Chitta, it's called as mind in English, but actually better to use Chitta. Chetasika, there is no proper English word to that. And Nibbana. These are the four realities. Charana represent 15 Charana Dhamma. And Sampanno means one who has completely achieved it. So the 15 of them are Sila. When we reflect upon Buddha, he has mastered 44 Sila. Without fault. Indriya Samvara is the second one. His senses are completely guarded. Bhojana Matanyutta, eating only once, and that covers up everything for the body and the mind. Fourth one is Jagariyanu Yoga, able to have a lion's roar in sleeping in the 3 times of the night sleeping. The first part of the night, Buddha developed the art of wakefulness. Second part of night, he slept as though almost getting up. And the third part of the night in bhavana or meditation. Also, that creates situational awareness throughout the day and the night. 5 to 11 are Saddhamma. There are 7 attributes of good and virtuous men. They are Saddha, faith; Sati, remembrance; Hiri is moral shame; Uttappa is moral dread; Bahusacha, great learning; Virya, energy or diligence; Panya is wisdom. Sampanna, he has completely mastered it. So let's reflect upon this Vijja Charana Sampanna. Sugato, Su plus Gati, one who has found the final destination wherein there is no arising and passing away in any realms of existence. So Su is good, Gati is the destiny. So has found out complete end of suffering. Lokavidu. Loka represents the world created through 6 senses, which keeps on integrating and disintegrating. And Vidhi means the way of the world. There are 3 worlds: world of beings, Sattaloka; world of mental formation, Sankhara Loka; world of things, Okasa Loka. Anuttara, An plus Uttara, which means towards north, that is elevated, and in other words we can call it as unmatched. In Purisa Dhamma Sarathi, 3 words: Purisa, Dhamma and Sarathi. Pura can be treated as a person, town, city. Here it means a person who is able to guide the Dhamma or teachings to all, irrespective of who they are, from humans to gods to Brahma to all the beings in the samsara. Sarathi means his charioteer, who can steer through dangers and bring the king to victory for gods and men. Satta Deva Manussanam is like a charioteer guiding all beings, Deva, humans and Brahma. Buddha, again, it means one who has penetrated into the Four Noble Truths, Bodhi. Bhagava iti, we have already covered the meaning of Bhagava. So this is what is Buddhanussati. You can do this reflection for half an hour, 1 hour, 2 hours, whenever the mind is disturbed, whenever the sensual lust arises, whenever hatredness arises, whenever delusion arises, one can reflect upon this. One can do this while you are walking, standing, sitting, lying down, working, resting in the home and with the family. Also, when you are reflecting upon this Vijja Charana Sampanna, you can also look at Iddhi Vida Jnana, the supernatural powers. Also on the Dibba Sota, divine ear, Dibba Chakku, divine eye, Parachitta Vijnana Jnana. That means he has the ability to read other minds. Pubbe Nivasanusati Jnana. Buddha is a person who can reflect and know all the births. Arhat can also know it, but he knows everything. So we can take this as our motivation to know who we are from the beginning of the samsara. Chutu Papata Jnana. Chuti means to cut. So he knows how the beings are getting rebirth and how they are going into the next lives. Asava Khaya Jnana. The knowledge and destruction of all the asavas or the fermentation or the taints. By doing this, one can go up to the 4th jhana without any problem. May all beings attain the supreme bliss of Nibbana, which is the only Sukha. Nibbanam Paramam Sukham. Natti me Saranam Anyan. There is no other refuge than the Buddha, Dhamma and Sangha. We are now reflecting only on the Buddha's qualities. May you attain the 1st and 2nd and the 3rd jhana, followed by equanimity, which is the 4th jhana. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.